In this video, I'm going to show you how you can work to getting the Timely Buzzbee Mount, which is gained by doing 5 weeks of the Master of Turbulent Timeways Part 2. Now, this is an event that has just started for Time Walking Dungeons, which means every single week is going to be a different expansion of their dungeons, right? And what you need to do is to gain Mastery of the Timeways buff 5 weeks of this event, right? The event goes for about like 7 weeks. And all you simply need to do is 4 time walking dungeons in every single expansion, well, at least 5 of them to count for the achievement. I'm going to show you more though. There are also extra mounts available. Now, the very first week is already active. It's going to be Mists of Pandaria. So make sure you do 4 time walking dungeons within this expansion. Then next week is going to be Warlords of Draenor. Then the following week, Legion. The following week, Classic. The week after that, the Burning Crusade. The week after that, the Wrath of the Lich King. And after that, Cataclysm, and that is the final one. So seemingly it seems like we have 7 weeks of different expansions worth of time walking dungeons. They've also added 4 new time walking mounts for specific expansions from the vendors that are only active during the weeks that they are in time walking mode. This is for Mists of Pandaria. You can get the Copper Mane Quillin. Of course, you'll have to go to the Timeless Isle during the Mists of Pandaria week, which is this week, and you can go to the vendor and buy it for 5,000 time walking badges. The next mount is for Warlords of Draenor. This is the Nightfall Skyreaver. This will be available, well, next week from the point of this video when Warlords of Draenor is active in time walking, and you can purchase this for 5,000 time walking badges as well. Legion has a pretty cool one as well, Urzul Flesh Ripper. This is what the mount looks like. This, of course, is also going to be 5,000 time walking badges, and it is after the Warlords of Draenor, so it's going to be like 2 weeks from now, essentially, when this will be available to be purchased during Legion time walking. And for the very last one, this is for Cataclysm, so it's at the 7th week, so it's the very end of this event, somewhere in February. Now, this is going to give you the Mount Broodling of Sinestra, which is also going to cost you 5,000 time walking badges. I know these are pretty expensive and require a ton of grinding. Hopefully, you're able to get a bunch of the time walking badges by turning in your Bronze Celebration tokens. There is also the Sandy Shale Wing that is part of the Master of Turbulent Timeways, the first part 1, which was already happened in the past. This mount will always be available at the time walking vendors in Orgrimmar or Stormwind. You can actually check your map. It shows up as this little icon, and you can find the Sandy Shale Wing for 5,000 time walking badges. Now, apart from grinding those badges for the mounts, there are 2 other reasons why you should be doing this event. The first one, in Dornigal, or actually when you go into any time walking dungeon during that week, there is a weekly quest for completing 5 time walking dungeons, and it will give you a cache that will give you guaranteed heroic equipment. So you'll get 1 heroic item for your class and specialization for that week. The second reason is because it's actually fantastic for leveling alts. There is a massive XP boost for doing this event. So if you still have any other classes or new races that you're leveling up, now is a good time. All you need to do is go to your group finder on the character you want to do it on, change to the time walking dungeons for the week that it says Mists of Pandaria, queue up, go ahead and defeat the dungeon, and you'll notice you'll get a 2-hour buff called Knowledge of Timeways that gives you a 5% increase to experience gain for quests and killing monsters. Now, while you still have this buff active, in the next 2 hours you need to do another time walking dungeon. After you have done this, you will see that you'll get 2 stacks that now give you 10% to your experience gained. Go ahead and beat your 3rd time walking dungeon, and you'll see that you have 3 stacks on your buff, which gives you 15% experience gained, and we can go ahead and complete our 4th and final time walking dungeon. This will turn your Knowledge of Timeways into the Mastery of Timeways buff, which gives you a 30% increase to quests and killing monsters for your experience. It's fantastic, and it's a really nice big chunk of XP to have. The perfect thing of all is that if you go back to your main character and you go to achievements, it still tracks that you got 1 out of 5 for the Master of Turbulent Timeways Part 2. So even though I did this on that Paladin, I'm still progressing it on my main character as well to get the mount. So you don't have to do it both on your main. You can even do it on all characters that you want to level. There's no limitation. You just have to do it on at least 1 character to get that progress. I recommend checking the achievement every week to make sure that number is going up. It's probably also a good way to farm time walking badges if you do this on all of your leveling alts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck on your grinding, and thank you so much for watching.